the line, and you cannot, as a minister, you cannot organize the ministry so that the proper documents is given to the auditor general to complete the audit, right? And then come back again and this year again after 1 year, and the same thing happen. Then it tell you that it's corruption.
Kuta, are you using unaccounted for with missing as synonyms?
No, remember me have a point of order now. Me have a point of order. DP, the question which you asked is only one ministry, the Ministry of Health, which straddle two administration. The rest of it is on this present administration. And it was not one here. Right? So it straddle both administration in one case where the Ministry of Health, but all other ministry is under this particular administration for the $3 trillion.
Mr. Hubler, I did say that when I in my presentation. I did say it, right?
To be honest, apparently these people do not understand where good governance is concerned, accountability and integrity, they should walk hand in hand. And I can get the reason why the Prime Minister and its members did not sign the code of conduct, because they're not willing to stand up for what is entailed in that code of conduct that the Prime Minister instructed the Integrity Commission to create a workshop and, create a document or something of that sort for them to adhere to. Corruption in these people's mind is not an offense, and it's not something that they care about. And that is why they come up here every day to defend corruption. Corruption, though, it robs the country of opportunities. It robs your children. It robs your generations to come. So I don't understand why these people are so why they're endorsing these kind of practices. You and I pay taxes into the system. So we have a right to talk about corruption. What exactly is the problem you guys are having with Mark Golden? It's because the leadership quality, he do possess them, and some of the qualities that Andrew Holness at any time I've never seen him displaying those qualities, and that is why the body that was entrenched to investigate or to certify him, he has a problem with, because integrity and accountability is not something that they like. And I will land there for now. And you can call me dunce all you don't want, but that now go change the fact.
Point of order. What the live mash up? You're not here. Pause.
No, you raise point of order.
I heard the point of order, so she can go ahead.
All right, thank you. So since 2016, no member of the Andrew Holness administration have been sent to prison for corruption. There's a difference between minister and government worker. No minister signs check. No minister distribute taxpayer money. No minister is at the head of any procurement committee or anything as it relates to procurement. So again, Andrew Holness is on the right path.
Hold on, Mr. Blair. I'm just allowing her to finish so I can finish my time.
I'm finished.
No, I'm taking a point of order based on what she said.
No, that's fine, but I'm not finished with my time.
Yeah.
But
yes, I understand.
Go ahead. I keep forgetting. Go ahead, Mr. Blair.
Yeah, she just said a while ago that no minister.
Right. So quickly. At the end of the day, the ministers are the one who go to the parliament and lobby for all these projects. So at the end of the day, the minister too has a responsibility to ensure that money that is spent is spent in the right way.
I have a point of order.
Okay, can I get 5 seconds? 5 seconds. If that is so, Munchibi, then how comes Floyd Green as the Minister of Agriculture come out and make a statement that the $820 million missing procurement document missing inadvertently, but the money well spent? Should he be the one to speak on it?
Floyd Green said, just make 5 seconds. Floyd Green's statement was clear, us. He said that he spoke to the procurement committee, the person that were in charge, and they told him. He was repeating what they told him. Let's clear that up. And again, Madam Extreme at the top, minister job is not to watch how the money is spent in the ministry. That is the job of the permanent secretary. And I land.
Yeah. All right. First thing, me love the illicit enrichment argument. So me nah let go off of that. That's something where me nah let go off of. So first and foremost, before me even touch the illicit enrichment, Munchibi, this is the question I'm gonna ask you from first. Name me one PMP, yeah, politician that ever went to prison from 1944 come up to 2025. And when I do, I'm gonna name you 4 JLP politicians who go to prison for corruption. That are the ministers. We don't not talk about the councillors them. But here we are going now. When it comes to the illicit enrichment, right? I hear people say them not for trust Mark Golding. But why would I not trust Mark Golding when him can verify him salary, him can verify him income, him can verify everything? The Prime Minister, as it stands right now, says he's collecting $9 million, right? Allegedly, because I'm not sure. But when they go to the Accountant General to receive this information, them say them can't give you because Andrew Holness privatize it. So my question to myself is this. If you are collecting $9 million, which is something remarkable, why would you privatize it from the public? That don't really make no sense. The other issue we me have now is this now. The other instance where Andrew Holness should be charged was from when he was at Ministry of Education. But what happened about 2 to 3 years ago, them have a thing where them call them statute of limitation. Where them say, well, then the time run out for really charge him for Westcon contract with one of the people who him work with the damn constituency where him give the contract from Ministry of Education for do some school something and all these kind of things. Then now, it leaves me to wonder now, right? In 2020, the Prime Minister got absorbently rich. Nobody knows how this man got absorbently rich. We're not watching money, but we just don't want your tech taxpayers' money, or we don't want a Prime Minister who is involved in illegal activities running the country. So all we simply ask is for verification of how you attain your wealth. And it is a problem for the Prime Minister to dispose that information. But at the end of the day, if me caution right now get $50 million, yeah, and have it in my house, I'm gonna send more to come lock me up and me have to explain how me get the $50 million. But him will have over 800 or 400 million float back to back in an account. Him no want to explain that. There's a thing where you have to set an example. And Andrew Holness is not setting an example in our country because he's not leading with integrity, accountability, and transparency. He's a very shady man, and this man is very lie. I have about 15 lies that this man even told on the national debate. 15 lies. You understand? I can't trust him. I don't trust Andrew. None at all. If Andrew Holness tell me say Starmer come tomorrow, me I go to the road to see him. If he says sun shine tomorrow, me I walk with the umbrella. Because everything what Andrew Holness say, you have to do the opposite. The opposite.
Good evening. Good evening, panel. Good evening, DP, and good evening, Madam Speaker. It has been proven that since Jamaica gained independence, in this present dispensation, is the only time that the credit rating for Jamaica has been so great that lenders from here, there, and everywhere want to lend Jamaica money at very cheap rate. Now, if there is corruption, as there was in earlier years of Jamaica, when the opposition party, the PNP party, had government, we if there were less corruption, we would have this kind of rating or better. Now, for you to talk about corruption on somebody or a government which has a high rating of international standard, it looks ridiculous. It looks stupid. Every day we get up and we beat on corruption on the PNP and the JLP party, hoping that it will stick. It will never stick because the economy is running good. The money that the government gets to spend for the different ministries are being spent. I know 3 minutes is not a lot of time. The other thing that I want to speak on, the Prime Minister, the IC is recommending the FID to verify 1.9 million Jamaican dollar of money that is being that happens through purchasing of stocks where the stock price increase and using that to grade the Prime Minister on corruption. It is stupid and ridiculous, and the world is watching the stupidity of the party. Tell Mark Golding must release his asset so that the Jamaican people can see it and know what he has, and the IC can do a fair assessment of the leaders and stop being this one-sided system.
And a point of order. And a point of order.
This one-sided system where only one eye you're looking out of to see what is happening in Jamaica, and it's the side that the JLP is on. The other thing is that the IC needs to spread its wing. The IC needs to spread its wing and stop focus on only 0.3% of the employees of the public sector and focus on the other 99.7% where most of the pilferage that is happening in the system is occurring. And that we must do to benefit Jamaicans. Stop talk about Prime Minister corruption. And the world is seeing what we are doing. It is stupid, and I yield.
Yeah, yes.
I have the other one after Mr. Blair.
Yeah, for your information, Olympic, Mark Golding has never been in charge of the public press. Anything Mark Golding have is generational wealth and what he has produced for himself. And for your information, Mark Golding's statutory declaration certification has never been in arrears. Every year since he went into Parliament, he has been certified and gazetted. Can you say the same thing about your Prime Minister? Thank you.
Any more space for
Can I respond? Or should I respond to that first? That is why, Mr. Blair, that is why I say this is a one-sided thing. Can a man don't own a property in Jamaica and want to lead Jamaica? Can a man use FinSac to gain wealth and you talk about gaining wealth through generational wealth? Yes, when this man and Peter Phillips, not Peter Bunting, sets up their organization and use their whatever means to deprive the Jamaican economy and the Jamaican government of all those kinds of unethical means to acquire wealth, you are telling us, the Jamaican people, that we must forget that?
And a point of order, please. And a point of order. Let me just respond back to him. Let me respond to him before Extreme come back.
No, extreme no, Pierre. I should have a point of order. Okay, so what me I say now to you now, CM goes to Andrew Wellness, he don't own a property in Jamaica. Can you same thing for Andrew Wellness, he don't own a property in Jamaica. So me want you point the property where Andrew Wellness having a name in Jamaica, make me go see that. So that's number one. You understand what I say? And when it comes down to investment, where you talk about coming a country, that is called exploitation. What that do now is exploit the citizens at cheap labor. yeah, to work for these people that come as investors for little and nothing with verbal and probably even physical abuse at the workplace. That is what Andrew is endorsing.
Yeah, caution, should I really answer? Caution, should I really answer that? Because that makes no sense. Where in the world you go that an economy runs on its own self? Everywhere you go, investors goes into a country, from the first world country down to the
Why?
bottom. So
You know,
if
lang
you
me di
if
listen na no na include me na your mind yanka like gonna forget me man. Chum nga bata me. You know call me name man, no me di listen to you. Listen and me see a girl on the corner, nobody nah say nothing. Me like where topic change. Me like where topic change that when we can also. So continue.
can I finish? Can I finish? No, remember say you Blair just stepped in and start make him think. So where in the world does exploitation of workers does not exist? Is it a good thing? No. But Jamaica has one of the best in the world labor policy for workers. Anywhere in the world it can stand up. So it's not about the government of Jamaica exploiting anybody. And you have the labor board where any issues arise, you can take it there. It is
Can I
stupid and
get the point of
ridiculous, your
order
argument.
now, host? Because I got disconnected by
So for my time
accident.
now, you know, cause everybody
You're
talk
gonna
two
get
times
your
for me, you
time,
know.
but so I can get the point of order because I got disconnected. All right.
Right. So I don't know what's the main topic, but this is what I'm choosing to speak on. 3 minutes. I won't be able to do this in 3 minutes, but the Jamaican population is roughly 2.8 million people. Yeah. Of that 2.8 million, around 1.43 million of that 2.8 happens to be women. Yeah? Keep that number in mind. I'm not going to rush this. I'm going to use all my time here to work this thing. And then we'll look at how many years Jamaica spent in slavery. 300 years. Yeah? And then I want to also look at one of the things that women had to endure during slavery. And one of the key elements was their reproductive exploitation. Yes? The Jamaican woman is no easy feat. Yeah? After they would have endured reproductive exploitation for over 300 years, they managed to become the vast majority of the Jamaican population. Yeah. Now we have a man who had the unmitigated gall after having his deep root entrenched in slavery, the very same thing that battered the Jamaican woman for over 300 years. He mustered the unmitigated gall to put himself up on a platform to say that he's going to represent the Jamaican people. And here we have what I like to call a political shenanigan on his side in reference to a time when he had the opportunity to defend the Jamaican woman.
I would assume that the 3 minutes has elapsed.
I knew you would have come for me, you know.
It's not.
I knew you would have come. As a matter of fact, I'm surprised.
Allow him, man.
I am surprised.
Zero, I'm saying.
No,
I am surprised that you took so long.
Thanks. Man, I just love him, man, making service, man.
Yes.
I
So
wish
I
to have a
am
pint of order when him finish.
No, man, hey,
I
wanna make we
am
take,
surprised
wanna
that
make
you
we take with
guys
time at
took
the
so
bunk him, no
long, you
brother, and
know.
stop talking about pint of water, and then more grown, brother. Take with time at the bunk him, we don't know pint of water, brother, cause long time they are waiting, you know.
Right.
And me, I got just what I say, bro.
So we had a time when the Jamaican woman battered and toiled for 300 years. This man who would have had his roots entrenched in slavery, the very same machine that exploited the Jamaican woman, and when he had the chance to remedy that in central Westmoreland, when his counselor pleaded, a woman of the soil reached out to him. What did he said? Let's put our differences. No. The question I want to ask here is sexual violence is differences aside. Let me tell the Jamaican people this. Well,
No, in that
S
about 4 minutes, a
S
4 minute
S
decision, you know.
violence is no differences
Come on, you
aside.
can't run now,
All
man.
right,
It
my
is an
time.
encroachment on the Jamaican people for
Thank
over
you.
300 years, and it
All right.
continues, and it's a position. It is a position that Mr. Golin
No,
has
tomorrow, no, the dad.
no.
Well,
All
all
right,
right,
mute,
stop.
mute
No,
now. Make him mute. All right.
Impact, you have it to go back.
You
Calm
Richard's
down,
time now.
Impact.
No,
You
please,
have
you Richard's
another
time now.
3 minutes to
Yeah.
finish.
Yeah, my time now, please.
You have another 3 minutes.
No, man, no,
point
pint
of
of water,
order.
man. We are just.
It is a position Mr. Golin is out of.
No,
Uno
point
make
of
we.
order. Listen.
No, make we address the thing on
And
that
a
thing, no,
pint
man.
of order.
We can
Listen,
pint of
Joe
water anymore. Go back
Richard.
by it and something, so we don't can
Joe
just.
Richard. Point of
I want to
order.
hear you. I want to hear you, Richard.
Look how long did they chat up? So, all right. No, but
Yo, Richard, relax. We've been running the program good. Just wait something.
yeah, but the man make him opinion and the man
Yes,
make. But we
but
have
you,
pint of water,
Richard,
man,
you,
opinion for.
Richard, you, Richard. Hey, right, just wait. They have to do pint of order. Just wait.
No, go run. Cha. I said.
Yeah, all right. First and foremost, yeah, this same man we just come up just a while, still have George Wright in a political party as a candidate also when come back in the party and I run. So me want to know now, is it that you try to say black man should abuse black woman, but the other colors are exempt from abusing white black woman? That me really want to ask you personally.
Thank you very much for your question, Mr.
Pint of
Caution.
Two and
When you
from
respond to
no man.
In
And
in direct reference, in direct reference to your question, I would want to, in response, just highlight that it was the same. It is this, and now take things seconds to say this. It is the same Mark Jefferson Golden who carry a black man in the national arena with chain around his neck. I
Somebody
am
point
telling
answer
the
the
Jamaican
question.
somebody
people,
point out that
he's
again.
unfit to lead.
You not answer the question. Why George
My
Wright
time.
beat the
My
woman?
time, please. My time, please.
And I
Can
have
you?
a
Extreme,
pint of
yeah,
No,
order.
can I, Jesus Christ, I'm not a point of
Well,
that.
on
No,
you,
just go.
well, on you.
What are you?
And your time to start something, brother.
My time, brother. Look how long me there wait for no, brother.
Hold
Una
on,
pint
you.
of water,
Hold
pint of
on,
water.
man.
Una me julo me trade
Hold
start.
on.
More continue for the foolish way man
Calm.
attack a while ago, you know, brother. Exactly, man. Me just get me thing, no man. Me not just impact point
No,
down the cup.
but Mr. You have a pint of order.
Me not no pint of water, brother. Pint of water for what? Una don't have an opinion. You
You
man
Blair
say
have a
your
pint of
opinion,
order,
brother.
brother.
But Impact, I hope you would have the same gusto in speaking to one of the leaders of your youth arm who was accused
Yes.
of molesting a student of Arden High School. I hope you would have come up on the platform and speak about him too. in the terms which you are speaking about, Mark Golding. If you cannot do that, then you have no moral authority to speak about anything pertaining to the People's National Party.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah, me like I just. All right, me calm, man. Yeah, me calm now. Me calm, me calm. Me like when no, me not bring a dispute now, but it won't listen me. Me like when bring the point. All right, me calm. All right, take a deep breath. I apologize. But you hear me I say, when me hear stupid, me I feel a long time you hear the stupidness now. Me like when bring it from slavery and a woman was deprived. However, it take a white man from the People's National Party to recognize the rights of woman by abolishing the Bastard Act, where I come for over 300 years, where make woman a right. That means if you get pregnant out of wedlock, your picnic have rights in this country. It take a white man from the People's National Party to do that. It also take a white man from the People's National Party to recognize women who are slave from 300 years to have equal work for equal pay. It take a white man from the People's National Party. It also take a white man from the People's National Party to recognize women to get maternity leave with pay. It took a white man from the People's National Party. So when you come in the garbage, on a rubbish on our things, say chat. Yes? George Wright mercilessly beat a woman. Impact never come say it. Now Andrew Wills come say, condemn him. Them say, we not have no evidence here. Every policy in this country where benefit women today was put in place by the People's National Party. So we now say white nor black. However, when Mark was saying I represent the whole Jamaica, you tell me say Mark will represent man, not woman. Sure, me no want to go there, so let me just calm and take a deep breath. The People's National Party is a party that recognize the suffering of the people of Jamaica, the black people of Jamaica, man or woman. No come with no garbage. I come here to go tell you about no somebody, two adults, exchange words in a one phone. One say him dream say him have sex with somebody, and the other one do it. Oh, that is harassment. If uno please harassment, yes, when George was mercilessly beating the lady, where a lady say, they married to the day, you know. George was never denied, you know. The party said them expel him from the party, however, them return him back to the party. You don't have no moral authority to talk about this and I can talk about Mark Golding being white. Remember, it is a white Prime Minister of Jamaica. Give women the right in this country. A white man from the People's National Party. And again, the People's National Party is the only party that have an active women's movement. We have all of the things. The People's National Party is the only party that produced a female Prime Minister and a female party leader. So, listen, when it comes to rights of women, no come
Point of
jump.
order.
No,
I have a point of order, you know.
when it comes to the rights of women, there's no other party in Jamaica than the People's National Party, who is today led by a Jamaican white man named Mark Jefferson Golding. And I rest.
Point of order.
That mom. Oh, so I had to wait the point of order when Mr. Richards is finished. Can I?
Oh, is you first.
Mr. Oath,
Um, um,
I did.
I think Madam
extreme,
Speaker,
the point order.
All
Well,
right.
extreme,
So
the point
something
order.
was said. Something was said, which I don't know if everyone overlooked it. But when Olympic made mention about the public sector, I did. I've been putting my hands
Extreme.
up in the comment. Yeah. So when he raised when he said that the Integrity Commissioner, we should not seek to bring down the entity who was the entity that was established to hold the politicians and public servants accountable. What is the percentage of public servant, Mr. Olympic, that
No,
is
no,
required
hold
to
on.
file a statutory declaration?
1 minute,
I
the
want to know
extreme. No,
what is the
hold on. No,
Listen,
no,
with
percentage.
no,
respect,
no. Hold on.
we could just move
Hold on,
on,
hold
man.
on, hold
From
on.
that, please.
Hold on.
Mr. Richard, do not
No,
tell me
no,
what to use my
no,
point of
no, no,
order
no.
on,
Hold on
okay?
the extreme. Hold on the extreme. Extreme. That already
Yes,
gone
yes,
already.
yes, Cosmo.
Hold on. That already gone already. So if
But
you bring it
we
up,
were
hold on
on
the
the topic,
extreme.
it
Just
was
hold on the extreme. Hold on. Just hold on. That already gone
mm-hmm.
already. And if you're gonna continue this something though, so the point of order must be directly to what you Richard said. Cause you Richard was the presentator a while ago.
Thank you.
So you have to make
But
that.
it was
Hold on.
Impact who came and changed the
Yeah,
subject.
Yeah,
yeah,
but when
no.
you come, you can bring up
Yeah,
at
when
that
you
your
come now,
time, your
you
3
can
minutes.
address that.
I
When you
have a
come, you can
point of
address that.
order.
Munche was the
Right,
next
thanks.
one.
Need to go
Thank you very
first.
much. Thank you very much, panel. So, as a woman and a mother, I just want to make it clear to whoever on the For You page or whoever is here listening, I do not support violence against women, whether it be JLP or PNP. I don't see politics when it comes to violence against women because I am a mother and I may take them something that's serious. With that said, you, Richard, my comrade, brother, and friend. It is rich that the PNP is now comparing JLP to the PNP. Are you guys above us? Why are you using us as measuring stick to say that JLP do it and JLP? You guys say we no above us and we are only in a no category, so we mustn't use we as no example for when we do nothing wrong. Stand on what the PNP do anything wrong. You must reject it. You must reject it, regardless of which party in position. But about JLP
I
no
have a point of
authority
order.
No,
and
no, man.
something
Let
way.
me answer.
Hold
Let me
on.
answer,
That's
Madam
my
Speaker.
problem
Hold
with
on.
you
No, can I
Let
guys.
answer, Madam
Richard
Speaker?
answer.
Yeah, I have
Let
to
me,
respond. I have to respond. I have to respond. There's no time did I compete. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Let me say this. At no time in my a while ago did I compare the JLP to the PNP. I make mention what the PNP did for women because the speaker before me stated that after 300 years of exploitation, yes, we have a white man who represents. I'm just reminding that it's a white man that did all of this
So
for
why did you
women
bring
in
up
this
George
country.
Wright? So why did you bring up George
all right.
Wright?
All right. Hold on. Let's go back to the next something now. The next
I
person.
was on a
Never
point.
ask
I
No,
impact.
am
but
the
I want
second
him to
person
answer
to
this.
talk
Why
for
did
I
you
the
am
bring
last
up
here. I have a
George
one
Wright?
point
You
of
don't
order.
ask
The
impact.
point
Why
that
bring up Mr. Boss? I should have asked impact that too.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. So you finish. So it's my time now. When you looked on the decision made by the Jamaica Labour Party and the leadership of the Jamaica Labour Party, when it came to Mr. Wright, even though it was not proven, Mr. Wright had to step aside and step away from the party. Did he redeem himself? Yes, he did. He went and got married to the lady that is claimed he abused. Now, when you compare that to what the PNP party does, the leader is so, according to Andre Stevens, him has no spine, is pure grizzle. He cannot come up and make a decision on
second
whether
stop.
to call out the man down in a
All right,
Westmoreland.
so let me answer the one now. So listen this here. Me just say in a 10 second. In a 10 second. It was said that last week, Friday, she should have retracted her statement and the counter thing. And today we hear nothing at all about any of them. The lady had not reported to the station and only the police can make a charge for any S harassment. And I guess arrest my case.
Right.
Uh,
Impact.
yes. So on this point of order, I'm happy the member made mention of no bastard, not there again. And he was speaking in reference to the Children Act of 1976. Now, as a political child of Mr. Mark Jefferson Golden, when you leave this platform, please remind Mr. Golden that there's no political bastard in Jamaica. Take up the case involving Mr. Vaz and Miss Chong and remedy the situation.
All right.
Jamaican women deserve more and better.
Let me just say this. Let me just say this again. May I take 5 seconds? 5 seconds and done. You know?
Sure.
Yeah, may I respond to it.
It's
The lady
all
had
right.
not make the lady had not make a make a report to the station. However, both sides have counter claim and they are dealing with it. Both sides, 2 adults. Nobody put gun on them
It's
head to
just
do them, so them a deal them thing. So
Neither
I
did
rest.
George
so
Wright
something
or George
exists
Wright
Hold
because
on,
woman.
you call
hold
The
lawyer to
on,
PNP
lawyer,
jump on
as you
it.
call
hold
them
on, hold on.
uncle.
Can I make a clarification? We can make a clarification.
Lendino my box. Lendino my box. Dino
Can I make
Marco.
a
Lendino my
clarification,
box.
but
Lendino my box, please.
hold on.
Thank you. And if it's just my time, okay, I just want to make this clear, a little housekeeping. George Wright, neither George Wright alleged victim did not make a police statement, but the PNP jumped on it. The woman movement jumped on it. Mark Golding jumped on it. So it's rich coming from the PNP now to say that because Miss Chang has not made a police statement, the PNP must be shot. Again, Mark Golding made it clear when he went around the country for 4 years. Mark Golding said, I'm going to be new, I'm going to be different, I'm going to be a man of integrity, I'm going to be a man of transparency, I'm going to be above creme de la creme. Now, what we're seeing from Mark Golding at this present time, guys, it is unacceptable, it is hypocritical, and we are calling on Mark Jefferson Golding to put him, no, we're not calling on him. We not call for him, to be honest, because we already see him as a hypocrite. Him only talk when it's convenient to him. Him say one thing and then him do the other thing. Nobody cannot trust him, because here we have a. Let me show you. Let me dive a little into what happened with Miss Chang,
On
comrades.
a point of order, please.
Sure. When we're done, so let me walk on through something, comrade. It is very sad to see that the PNP have a strong women movement, and Patricia Southern is a strong leader. A PNP, all the good things where you, Richard, just talk about the women of the PNP. And you mean to say, Miss Chang couldn't find nobody in the PNP to go complain to. She had to go on national radio to register a disgust. Where was the women's movement of the PNP? Where was the strong woman, Angela Brown Burke, Natalie Nita Garvey, Miss Denise Daly? Where were the women of the PNP? Why she had to take it to the rate? It's a sad situation, comrades. You guys should be ashamed of yourself. I am ashamed of.
No, but Munchie talking God. Because they should.
Do you know, remember, if you bring people up here, remember, see me up here when nobody never there, you know, Dina?
Yeah, but
remember, Daniel, me up here when 10 people there, you know? Remember?
If a person reported to the party, how the
I
party
mean, always show people respect. From me come up here, I mean, no disrespect nobody. All right. As I was saying, guys, before I was interrupted, give me back my time, was. As I was saying, in the case of George Wright and George Wright woman, nobody made any report. Nobody accused anybody of nothing. But the People's National Party jumped on it regardless, and rightfully so. I am saying now, where is the same alarm and the same urgency for Miss Chang? How comes Miss Chang couldn't find nobody in the PNP to go to and to tell them, say, boy, me not like we are going uncomfortable, etc., etc. It is sad, and the women of the PNP must be asked to answer this question. It must never happen again, where a strong member, a councillor, a female could not find one sinker, she said. So on the radio station in Cliff, ask her. She couldn't find one person at the PNP to turn to. Is a shame on the PNP, shame on Angela Brown Burke, as I said before, shame on Natalie Nita Garvey, shame on the other one, because Miss Chang should have come to one on no excuse, no partisan talk about she never reported and not no go. So come on, ladies. We are women and we must. We are women and we must can take off our party color when it comes to women and girls in this country, and we must tell a man that it is not okay. An island right here.
Yeah. Wait there. So, Munchie, did you not see when time George Wright used the stool a dropping on the woman head like a rotted bomb down at Westmoreland, right in front of her Noah van? You never see that. But here you are telling us we did not. You're blind or something? So, oh, you never stand for that. If you tell the party, say, listen, that man should have never run back for no member of parliament and go back even in the Jamaica Labour Party, comparing to two adults, basically, in my view, just having a conversation. Because me look woman, and me can tell a woman, say, yo, me dream about you last night. You know, where you dream about me, say, rare. That a essay, you madman. I want to know essay when people come and squeeze your butt, and them squeeze your breast, and them touch your thigh, and all them kind of something there. So you want to tell me, say, me as a youth now, can't text one woman and say, yo, Empress, me like you, and I know say your breast them look nice. That I say,
Let me
only get them compliment
let me res-
regular.
let me respond to that 10 second. Again, I don't support violence against women, regardless of the political affiliation or the whatever. I
But
am
Munchie,
saying
looking at a woman is not violence.
no one. I am saying again, host and panel. Based on what I know, George Wright nor George Wright's fiance did not report anything to the police. Me can't go for my. You see, guys, there's a difference between our feel, our opinion, and the facts and the law. And as it relates to the facts and the law, as it was and as it is today, I don't have no proof. I don't see any proof in the police or any court that said that George Wright did anything wrong. And as I said before, I'm working with that.
Munchie, your colleague Olympics said then go see counsel and get married after, so that means him admits him do it. So that you know, say nothing there. So back to you, Impact. Do you know a person by the name of Robert Constantine Clark?
So what going on the program? When new speaker is a point of order to me.
No man, Impact. My time for talk. I talk to Impact. You know. Do you know?
No, you can't do it, so.
Okay, just make okay.
Oh,
So if that was a point of order to me, right? Yeah. And if that was a point of order to me, thank you, host and guys. Again, if that was a point of order to me, I don't speak. Olympic Way doesn't speak for me. As I said before, I am working off of what is in the law and the facts. Period. Done.
Mr. Blair had a
And if
point
I
of
could
order
address it,
a long time ago, you know.
and if I
Daniel,
could
I don't know
address
if he's
that,
still here.
host. Okay. Okay.
Right, so it matters not whether someone had reported an incident. We saw the incident took place in plain sight. So it matters not if they reported it. The police could have made an arrest. He committed a crime. Mr. Blair, I was saying at a point of order, Daniel. I don't know if he's here or he's able to unmute. All right.
The person behind Madam
You
C.
Blair, you Blair,
Behind
you
Madam
Blair,
C.
you Blair time.
Yeah, man, I'm here, man. I'm here. I see my friend, Madam Speaker. She's disingenuous. She wants to speak about Dwayne Vaz and Miss Chang and hugging up George Wright. And a member, a leader, a head of one of their youth was charged for molesting an Arden High School student. So you are saying now we have one yardstick for the PNP and one yardstick for the JLP when it comes to women and the one Impact, both of you. Why is it that that gentleman is still the head of the youth arm of the Jamaica Labour Party, even though he was charged for molesting a child up by Arden High School? Oh, none of you speak about that. Should we blow that under the carpet? Because nothing between Miss Chang and Mr. Vaz can be characterized as SA or SH. That is what we call sexual flirtation. But then again, not all men flirt with women, you know. And one of the speakers who speak glowingly about 300 here, I don't think he have ever flirted with a woman. And I don't want to characterize the gender which he subscribed to. Coming up here, come talk about 300 here.
And a point
Go
of
and
order.
clean your own house before you try come and clean other people's house. The People's National Party is dealing with the matter between Miss Chang and Dwayne Vaz. Go and find out why the gentleman up by Arden is still the leader of one of your youth arm, and why George Wright is still the caretaker candidate for your political party before you come and speak of our party. You have no information to suggest that Mark Golding or his ancestors were part of any slavery. I ask you to present the information and present facts to substantiate your argument, or forever hold your peace and probably have a dream about the opposite gender. Thank you.
Point of order.
I have a point of order. I would have
No, I
raised my
have
hand.
14 sections. No. Hold on. I still have 14 sections. See, when we come to speak as if to say we have paragon of virtue,
Mr. Speaker,
skeleton is
advise
in the
Mr. Blair that
PNP
his time is
closet.
finished.
If skeleton is in the PNP closet, skeleton is in the JLP closet also. And both of them must be frowned upon. It must not only be the PNP, it is frowned upon conveniently, but also the JLP. Thank you.
Point of order.
Okay. Mr. Blair, you would have indicated a while ago that impact, whatever, whether woman or man. Why would you draw such conclusion? Are you a part of that team? I yield.
I am of the gender who have dreamt see ladies. In my dream, I only dream see ladies. And I am the proud partner of 6 baby mother coming up. So that is where my gender is. Nothing else. Thank
Point
you.
of order.
Can I?
All right. So this point of order is going to commence my point when I get the 3 minutes. I just want the Jamaican people to know this. Under Pattison cabinet, you had women like Portia Simpson Miller, Maxine Enro Wilson, Aluna Samba, we had Violet Nielsen, we have Sharon A. Webster, and we have Phyllis Mitchell. Under none, you would have had a Chang crying out to the women of the PNP, only to have no shoulder to lean on. I am hereby saying that
Is that a point of
Mark,
order? Are you making a statement?
I
No,
am
Point.
mistake.
hereby
Hold on. There's a
telling
point
you
of order.
that
That's not a
Mark
point of order.
Golden
Stop
failed
there.
the
Stop
women
there.
of the
No,
Can I hear
no,
PNP.
a
no.
time? Stop there.
My point of order now. I just want to. Me not still on.
You know, Mr. Blair have the right to respond.
Okay.
Mr. Blair.
Nowhere in Miss Chang's statement did she said that she reported sexual harassment to the women's movement and in extension the People's National Party. Nowhere in her statement did she say that. That is a false statement concocted by propagandists like Impact. And I hope you will withdraw that statement or
I,
bring the evidence
I
forward.
will. She spoke to Nationwide. I'll provide that.
No, Imp, hold on. No, you're not good. No bother with the back and forth. Something, right?
Can I get a minute here?
Thank you, host. Thank
Yes.
you. So I don't may always have good discourse. I just want to clear up something.
Daniel,
Maybe you
is
never hear
Madam
me.
Speaker for start now, you know.
Maybe you never hear me.
No,
I
it's
want
not
to
her
clear up
time.
this. I never said I supported nobody and no said I made it clear I don't support it regardless of who. I went on to say it was the only issue I have with the entire thing. I'm not accusing anyone unlike you, unlike the rest of people, and I'm not about that. I'm just saying the PNP that I knew and grew up in, Miss Chang would have had a female to go to instead of going to the public. That was my argument. I never said I supported anything. Just make that clear.
All right, so let's look at this racial issue where this brother I bring in, right? So we have the same set of people them that was involved, their ancestors. Let's not say them, their ancestors was involved in slavery, and these are the same set of people. If you look, that was back in the Jamaica Labour Party, right? If you ever to look at go back, I would employ anyone to go on YouTube and look at any one of the JLP conference, even the last one that they held. Look at the background behind the speaker when they were up there classing Mark Golding as slave master or something. Look at all of who that was sitting on the back bench behind the speaker on the podium, and see if all of who you see up there wasn't white people. Every last one of them that was behind the speaker up there was white people. One bunch of white people that have behind them, right? We have Matthew Samuda, is a white man in the party, right? And you have countless of them. Darrell Vaz, a white man in the party. Female ancestors that never come from slavery. Eh? So listen, the whole point of it is this: slavery is how much 100 years ago. We have somebody that is a born Jamaican. We have somebody that is a born Jamaican, and the constitutional right. We spoke about constitutional right earlier on, and Munchi talked about the prime minister have the right to go to court when he feel like his constitutional right is being violated. Mark Golding constitutional right as a born Jamaican, right, is that he can run for Prime Minister of Jamaica if he see himself fitting to run for Prime Minister of Jamaica. What we need to look at as a country is look at to choose a Prime Minister, one that have integrity, one that come out that put vision. Right? Our national anthem said, give our leader vision lest we perish. And the reason why Jamaica is in the dilemma that it is in right now is because the leadership that is in Jamaica right now don't have no vision, and one vision them have, and that a vision for thief. Right? We have a failed hospital sector. We have a failed educational sector. We have a failed infrastructure sector. We have sewage water run in a Denham town, West Kingston, for over 5 years. Right? Over 5 years. In 3 parts of Denham town, raw sewage are run for over 5 years. That is a failure on this government. We have a health sector where people go there for strokes and end up upon chairs for much days. We have people that passing off in a hospital on the floor, and nurse don't realize they pass off until how much days after. And that is a failure of the government. Why? Because they don't have no vision about proper leadership. All they have vision about is to stealing. Right? I mean, pretty it up. This administration is a bunch of thieves. And everybody in there is guilty of doing something. And Munche,
Point of order.
I'm going to
Point
make
of
a
order.
final statement. Munche, we have a active minister, Royal Reid, that is in front of the court right now on corruption. Right now. That is a member of this present administration.
Point of order. Thank you. So, Footer, since 2016, no member of the Andrew Holness-led administration have been sent to prison for corruption. That is a fact. Secondly, when you talk about the entity in this country, under the 18.5 years of PNP, them wreck and rob this country. The country is just being fixed back by Andrew Michael Holness, and
Is
that
that
is
a
why.
point of order?
And
Is that a
that
point
is
of
why
order?
the people of Jamaica.
Hold on. You make a point of order, and based on what you said, that
No,
right.
so me
And this,
not get
hold
to
on.
London. Okay.
No, based on what you just said, that there's nobody is charged, nobody is convicted.
Right.
And I'm going to agree with you, but you
Okay.
do have somebody. You have a counselor, and you have a senator, a past senator, and a past member, minister that is in
Yes.
front of the court up to today.
So let me ask you a
Hold on,
question.
Munche, I'm talking.
No,
You make
I
a
was
point of
talking, you
order.
cut me.
You
I
make a
was
point of
talking, you
order.
cut me.
You make
I
a point
wasn't
of order.
finished.
No,
But me
you
never
make a
done my
point of
point of
order, and
order.
you make your point of order,
But
and
I
I'm
wasn't
answering you.
finished.
Make him go on, Munchie. Make
But
him go on.
me no, I do
Make
not
him go on,
want
Munchie.
me
Make him
wait
go.
me time and me follow the rule. If me I follow the rule and me still I feel like say me I'm being abused, it don't make no sense. Because me get my point of order, I wasn't finished. But go on. Yes. So based on that, what I said again, no member of the Andrew Holness-led administration is in prison for corruption. So the argument of corruption is flawed and without basis and without merit and is useless argument to be having all the time. Also, when it comes to infrastructure in this country, that is the deterioration of the infrastructure in this country is because of the PNP and the Jamaica Labour Party is just building it back. And that is why we got the third term, because actions speak louder than word. That's what I
Alright,
was
so
going to
so me I
say.
go answer you back now. Me I go answer your point of order now. No, me never answer her. Eh?
Yeah,
Hold
I'm
on, no, she
what
put in a last part in it, you know. She put a last
comforter.
part in it.
If you follow that up, that make no sense because
No, 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 you, no, don't, Dina, don't do that. Don't, so, because she talk about infrastructure, right? It has been 10 years that this government is in power, right? And under the previous administration of the People's National Party, we never have no sewage, raw sewage or run in the roadway, something. We never have a deplorable road condition as this. So therefore, after 10 years that this government been in power, then whatsoever problem is there, no, it is on them because it's them is in charge of the country for the past 10 years.
Yeah, I sit here for the longest while I listen to the program, and Impact bring up what is known as racism within the. But I'm going to ask Impact a question. Do you know a man by the name of Robert Constantine Clark?
I say my
I
time
have a
now.
No, but
point
it's
of
a,
order.
it's a very important point that
No, but
No, I want to address the situation about the slavery and slave master.
no,
That's
but
what
you
I'm
know, you have
trying.
to do it in a year time.
I I have a point of order. I did. If you look in the comments, you'll see my finger going
So
up.
much, so much on a point of order.
So
Okay.
the point of order that I'm making here, it is in reference to a statement made by Mr. Hugh Blair in respect
No,
to.
you cannot make a point of order. Yeah, you Blair. You Blair gone already.
All right. So I heal this point of order, but when I come back around, I'm going to address that statement made by Mr. Hugh Blair.
So it's caution time now.
All right. Well, and all right. So we're there. So now, so the lies of Andrew Holness, yeah, restricting power from investigation bodies, and this is the national debate. I mean, just list out the numbers and lie them. But Andrew Holness tell upon a national debate to the Jamaican people, right? Restricting power from the investigation body, INDECOM, for example, IC, where all I know bash. Strengthening oversight body. The last time I check, I weakening because he removed the opposition from some of them for oversight and all of these kind of things. Since a PMP removed middle class, that is a blatant lie because of him really come and do that in a theme term. We don't have no more middle classes, either you're rich or you're poor. All aspect about his financial affairs are public. That's a lie because him, I got a quote that say in financial affairs private and him should not release it to the Integrity Commission. Projection of the debt to GDP, well, him they make a mistake there, so can Mark going to really correct him and keep him up to speed because Andrew Holness is not intact with what going on in the country. Fixed election date. Imagine the Prime Minister now, Andrew Holness, made a proposal for fixed election date but did not do his homework to know that it could work as according to him. And he lied to the people and did not come and apologize. Constitutional reform blocked by the PMP. I don't think that is being blocked. I think that is being concerned because we have an issue wherein the ceremonial president is not what the Jamaican people would want. We would want to elect a president because if we are moving from the British colonial system, why would we still operate with the same British colonial rules and regulation? selection of the president. He lied. He know that the Jamaica Labour Party is proposing that the parliament selects the president. And he's saying that when Mark Golding raised the issue about that, he's saying that that's a lie, which he is lying. Sanction for government environment breaches. Tough. The last time I checked, the man when name from True Juice got away scotch free. And as a matter of fact, we have had several more oil spills and nobody has been brought to the court. And this is a serious criminal act in Jamaica. You understand? Which nobody all know underneath his administration to get penalized for that with jail time. What is now? In point out, say Mark Golding was able to refuse his salary. That is a blatant lie. He did not provide Mark Golding with that opportunity, and Mark Golding on numerous occasions attempted and pleaded to this man to roll back because he did not want the salary, and he said then, yo, you have to take it or you just resign. You understand? Saying that the investigation is at an end. That's a lie. You better they say the investigation transfer to the FID, but you're still being investigated. We just never say you're being investigated by the IC. Stating that he did not introduce no new tax since 2016. That's a lie, because 2016 and 2017 we did get new tax, but 2018 coming up, we did not get any new tax. Objected to journalists at the debate. My time run out. Don't be not done with the setting, brother. Well, I know, Daniel, you have to give me, you have to make them know some wind around there, you know, because sister, nobody can refute what me say.
Really and truly, all that he said went over my head personally. Made no sense.
Okay. Repeat that, Chief. Okay. All right. So what I'll say, and I'll continue. Okay. Anytime a Jamaican can show the latest birth certificate, then they can talk to it. Outside of that, Jamaica will never be better than how it is now in terms of infrastructure, in terms of development of the country. Why? Because the rating that we have been given from the international rating companies has proven that corruption is at a minimal throughout the history of Jamaica. So all who want to come and speak on issues of blatant corruption, it is not here. It is not here. Find somewhere else and go with that level of hypocrisy. Jamaica is moving forward. Jamaica is getting what it truly deserves in terms of development. Why? Road infrastructure, hurricane relief is given to the people. No new taxes. That's not fake, that's a fact. The other thing that I want to address is the Westmoreland issue. Yes, boss. Yes, boss. All who want to claim Jamaica, because you cannot go anywhere in the world or anywhere to look up birth certificate and go with a little piece of white paper.
That's a
So
lie.
if you
The
don't,
old one is still accepted.
if you
That's a
don't,
lie.
Mr.
The old
Host,
one is still accepted. But Daniel, you can't sit down and listen to the old lies. The old one is still accepted. It's not rejected.
and I'll move to I move to Westmoreland. The lady Miss Strong down in Westmoreland would have called out to the PNP party to address the issue that she's having with the man who want to use slickness to distract her. He removed her, and that's victimization. He removed her as chairman of her division. Why? because she does not
And,
want to
and, and,
allow
a, and, a, point,
herself
and a point
to
of order.
get into.
And a point
No.
of order. The gentleman did
I
not
can
remove.
continue.
Let
He
me
has
finish.
he
Let me
has some
finish you. Let me
seconds left,
finish
Mr.
you.
Blair. Well, allow him to finish. He have
Let
about
him finish you.
40 seconds left.
Yeah, but when them do that, them all right, no problem. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so what would have happened is that Miss Strang would have cried out, and on more than one Facebook audio play, we would have heard the member of parliament in the meetings with the councillor. No respect, no organization should be run with the leader disrespecting his subordinate or his CFO to ensure that things flow.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's nothing in law that said the old white birth certificate is not accepted. I use it anywhere I go. I have the new one also, but I use the old one to do any transaction. So that's a lie coming from Olympic. I mean, the system was created a new version, and a lot of us go and apply for the new version, but it was never a law passed that the old version was a deadline for you to stop using the old version. So that's a lie.
And I
Point of
and I
order.
say
My point of order now, please.
and and I say again, your new birth certificate is what you need to go get your passport, to go get
And I'm telling
documents
you a
that is
lie. I
required.
applied for my passport to the old one and I got it. So you're lying.
The people in the house. Move on to the next one.
Mr. Blair with the point of order and then me.
Yes. I think the gentleman Olympic is spreading misinformation. The way involved did not remove Miss Chang from the executive or chairmanship of the Sablamar division because it was not ratified by the People's National Party Secretariat. So therefore, it is null. The action is null and void. So we cannot stick to that context that she was removed. Thank you.
Can I respond? Can I respond? How can you have an elected councillor who is supposed to be the chairman of the division, and you are saying that the party has not ratified her as the councillor? I yield there. As the chairman, I yield right there.
No,
Olympic,
that's not what
Olympic,
I said.
Olympic,
That's not what I said.
Olympic, you're 3 foot
No,
bottom.
Mr. Chair, Mr. Host, the gentleman is misrepresenting what I said. I said the action. Yeah, but
But,
that is false.
but, but Daniel, there, yeah, but Daniel, be
Yes.
fair. Daniel, that can't be fair. In court, you are saying something that you didn't say. So it's right for you to respond to him.
Exactly.
Can I? Man, okay.
Exactly.
So the fact that an individual, we can call her name, Miss Chang, is claiming that someone essayed, sorry, and she, during the interview, she was asked a question: if it is that you don't get any assistance or any help for this situation, to deal with this situation, what is your intention? What do you intend to do? And she said nothing. I think impact for you to come up here and defending that kind of action, defending that the PMP go do something about it, it's the act of him of her was just being malicious.
But, I mean,
Good. Let me have that 3 minutes on the educator clock, please. No, no, I am not disappointed. Initially, I made the statements with respect to that of the history 300 years in slavery, the role women play, the anguish they bore during that period. Assault was no different. Mark Jefferson Golding has his roots entrenched in the lap of slavery. Yes, I made no apologies for that. No, when the time presented itself for this leader who had the unmitigated gall, respective of his background in slavery, had the unmitigated gall to accept a leadership, to present himself to the Jamaican people, when he had the opportunity to defend a counselor, a female counselor, a woman, a mother, somebody's daughter, somebody's wife, when she was going through what she was going through by Mr. Dwayne Voss, and she made you aware of it, you came in the heights of a political campaign. After you would have put a chain around a black man's neck in the national arena, you come down off of that stage and find yourself in a central Westmoreland and tell the people, amidst all that was happening, make we deal with our differences after the election. So she's of no value to you then. Because her plight for 365 days was seen in your eyes, Mr. Golding, as differences. Well, that is not the spirit of the Jamaican people. And under the stewardship of PJ Patterson, that never happened. And needless I give you the Mama P factor, under Portia Simsimila, that would have wasara never happened. And for PNP supporters today to be supporting and defending a party that has failed its woman, I am not surprised. It is what I expect from the kind of PNP Mark Golden leads.
Fine,
Point of order. Point of order. Point of order. Me have the first one.
me
Yeah.
the first one.
All right, then you
Yeah,
play go.
I think the speaker impact is spewing misinformation about the comrade leader. It is not factual. It has not been proven that the comrade leader or his generation were associated to slavery. Because if that is so, being a white man, you're part of slavery, then 3/4 of the leadership of the Jamaica Labour Party, we could have the same view as well. And I don't understand why this man keep harping on what Miss Chang did. And he has not said anything about the youth arm of the JLP, which has now been led by a person who assaulted, molested, a young girl, a young student at Arden High School. I want him to speak on that also.
All right. First of all, Mr. Golden never.
Unfortunately, my statement was absolute. I'm making no apologies for it.
All right. So the misrepresentation by this brother. Yeah. The incident that happened with the chain the conference was never something that orchestrated by Mark Golding,
This was
right?
a skit. It was a
That it
skit.
was a
Come
skit,
on.
right?
Yeah,
And Mark
foolishness.
Golding never carried no man in a with in a nut chain. That is a lie. Number two, the statement that was made in someday in Westmoreland pertaining that say let's put our difference together was have nothing to do with Miss Chung and Dwayne Vaz. That statement was made because of the discrepancy coming from a general election inside of the party with choosing a leader. That had never have nothing to do with Miss Chung and Dwayne Vaz. So that is that's a lie I tell.
And it was a skit from Big Spliff.
Am I trying to talk now, man? Cause me,
Yeah, man. I need no time, yeah.
and I said,
Mhm.
I said before, yeah, impact bring up the argument of racial discrimination, and I hold on to, but I want to use my 3 minutes asking a few questions before I address him. Do you know a man by the name of Robert Constantine Clark?